So in the main garden over here, we already talked about how we've got a permanent bed system and row cropping. And one of the things that I wanted to do was grow some perennial crops here. And like strawberries, high bush blueberries, asparagus. And it's just me here, so tending all of this. And I have no more capacity during the summertime to do any more weeding. So I wanted to create a space that was as low maintenance as I could possibly get. And so what I did is I made an area and put down some geotextile fabric or landscape fabric. And you can see it keeps the weeds down. It doesn't stop them all. And this is what it looks like. You can get it at your local hardware store. It comes in different sizes. I, go pretty big when I do something, so I got the big roll. And so what we've done is I went and bought to my local lumber mill, and this is just rough cut cedar. So these are 2x6s, and I've got some pretty hard pan underneath here. This is all clay. So I'm gonna have to work pretty hard for these new beds to get this into shape. So I've laid this all out, and I kind of ran out of time last season. And so we've got one more row to put here. I've already done 20 or 16, and these 4 are gonna be 20. And so done most of the work, left that all out, drilled these together. These are held together with just deck screws. I think they're like 4-inch deck screws. And you could stake these down so they don't move around, because right now they're pretty loosey-goosey, but once we fill them up with soil, they're not going anywhere. So I'm just gonna cut kind of like I'm wrapping a present or something. And this is just a utility knife. And so you can see actually the evidence of, I got some worms that think they want to go here, but they are not real happy with this soil. So I got a lot to work on here. You can see that's pretty hard. So my first year with this raised bed isn't going to be particularly spectacular, but we've got some good stuff to put in here, and we're going to attract some good biology to help work on this subsoil to make it like the rest of the garden pictures that we were looking at before. So we just kind of flip this over, and we're going to fill this up. And so then the question comes, what do we fill it up with? So most garden centers carry these 2 products. This is our Quaddy lobster compost, and this is Cobb's Cook blend. And generally this one's a little bit more expensive because this is actually made out of lobster shell. So it's got a high calcium content for compost. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill the base about 2/3 maybe by volume with Cobb's Cook, and then we're gonna top dress with Quaddy. And we're gonna add a couple of our meals as fertilizer because we've got some pretty pathetic subgrade here. And we need to break this up and then add fertilizer that attracts biology, and then add good compost, and then we're gonna make an awesome raised bed.